Let's explain eXp the most efficient way possible, give you all the essentials and none of the fluff, and you're more than welcome to reach out anytime for a much longer version and for a back scene tour so you can see more of the value and benefits and tools available to you at eXp, as well as the additional layer of support and training and tools that we provide as free eXp Realty sponsors. So with that, let's talk about eXp. So the first question we're always asked is, what are the fees? And so I always ask people to think of this from a value perspective. So to make sure you evaluate the whole model and think about how much you get in return for fees. And you should do that for any brokerage opportunity. But just the bottom line is that since this is not a franchise and we don't have local offices, at least not traditional local offices, there are other spaces like Regus office spaces that you can go use. But because we're not a franchise, we don't have offices, we don't have desks, we don't have royalty fees, we don't have franchise fees. So what you see here is what you get. So on the commission and cap side, it's an 80-20 commission split and a $16,000 cap. That means of that 20% that you pay to eXp on each transaction, once you've paid $16,000 to eXp, you cap and you go to 100% commission after that. Just so you know, there is a $250 capped transaction fee once you've capped. And then after that, after 20 transactions, then it goes to $75 per transaction for transaction fees. If you get to that point, you'd be an icon agent, and 𝐾𝐫's going to talk about that at a later point. And then the standard additional costs or fees is in your first month, it's $149 to join eXp. Every month after that is $85 as a cloud brokerage fee. And that's going to include unlimited support, training, tools, and everything you're going to see in this presentation, as well as everything we're not going to cover today because we want to keep it short. And then there's a $25 transaction review fee. That's for reviewing and doing everything in our tool called SkySlope. Make sure you've got every signature, you've dotted every T and dotted every I, crossed every T to keep everybody out of legal issues, right? Make sure everything's good, as well as get you paid at closing. So that's to make sure the disbursement authorization goes out and you can get your check right there at the closing table or direct deposit now, same day. And then the $60 risk management fee. That's your E&O or liability insurance. And so that's paid per transaction and that caps at $750 a year. So instead of some brokerages will charge you $750 up front, eXp does it per transaction and then caps it. So that's it in a nutshell.
Yeah, so that's a very good breakdown of our sales model. So the reason why we're able to offer that competitive sales model to agents is because eXp is what's called a cloud-based brokerage. So we are the first ever cloud-based brokerage in the history of real estate. And basically what this means is instead of having physical locations or physical offices or franchises, we operate everything through a cloud-based operating system called eXp World, where agents actually get support to over 2,000 paid employees in a matter of seconds directly from their computer, their laptop, or their phone right on their internet browser. So you can see right here, this is a screenshot of what it looks like to actually navigate inside of eXp World. It's just like going to a brick and mortar office, except you can actually access this office or this cloud-based office space anywhere instead of having to drive 10, 20, 30 minutes down to an office. And you can actually get instant support because the staff members in here are logged in during their office hours, and some of these departments are actually 24/7, like the tech support department or the expert care department for agents as well. So if you guys want a back office walkthrough demo of this, make sure to reach out directly to us, and we can actually give you a guest pass so that you can explore this for yourself, and also give you guys a VIP tour of what it's like to be inside of eXp World as an agent. And eXp also have, in my opinion, the most comprehensive training and agent development system in the world. So a lot of agents ask us what it's like to actually get trained at eXp, what kind of training you have access to. So eXp agents are trained by the top 1% of agents around the world, and they are live and recorded classes inside of what we call eXp University. And you can see here on the left-hand side, this is a screenshot of our training calendar that is updated every week with our live classes. So you're going to get trained by agents that are top producers on a variety of different classes, all the way from lead generation, marketing, social media, luxury, commercial real estate, anything that you can think of. And you're going to get local training from your brokers, which are licensed state brokers in your state who are salaried employees of the company. And it is literally their job to help you review your contracts, but also provide the training that you need in order to operate within your local market. On the right-hand side, we have a screenshot of our course catalog inside of our recorded eXp University training. And as you can see here, there's an unlimited amount of trainings for you as a real estate agent. Despite if you are a new agent or if you're experienced looking to increase your business, you will be able to find the trainings that you need inside of our eXp University system and get trained by the top 1% of agents who specialize in the exact strategy or topic that you're looking for inside of our training system.
Yeah, so training is one way to learn about lead generation, perhaps the most important way. And that's number 3 on this lead generation list. And so I just wanted to cover 5 different opportunities for lead generation at eXp. This is not all of them. So number 1 is the Revenos programs. Programs with an S, because there's actually, I believe, 7 different referral programs within the Revenos kind of umbrella, including express offers, which allows you to bring cash offers as an agent and to bring to sellers and market yourself that way. We've got a military program. We've got an affinity, so aligning yourselves with local businesses. We've got a relocation program. We've got institutional investor. We've got REO, foreclosures. So all of these programs, all you simply do is go take a little bit of training, get certified, and now you have the opportunity to get leads in 2 ways. You use that training and market yourself as an agent that could do XYZ and create those relationships or do that marketing. And because you're a trained agent in your market for that program, any referrals the company receives, because they're doing marketing and lead generation for you, you'll receive referrals as well, referral clients through those programs. So that's pretty incredible. I don't know of any other brokerages that are doing that piece. Most brokerages, you show up and go, "Where's my leads?" And they go, "Sorry, you go figure it out," right? Or, "I don't know, go call this list," right? Which is not my favorite thing in the world. Number 2 is referral networks. eXp is the number 1 independent brokerage by size, and we are all connected together through a tool called Workplace. And daily, there must be hundreds of traded referrals. I've closed referrals from Workplace, and I've given referrals probably about 1 or 2 a month for the last few years, outbound referrals to other eXp agents where, hey, I know a client moving here, or they know a client moving to your area. Boom, link up, close the deal, split commissions. Usually we pay a 25% referral split to whoever the referring agent was. And that's a huge win-win because you didn't have to do anything to generate that lead or vice versa. Number 3, eXp training. So 𝐿𝐵 alluded to it, and I'm gonna go a little deeper. The top agents in the world at eXp Realty are training and teaching you how they generate leads in their market on a weekly basis live, and that's recorded. So you can go back and watch all those recordings. You can go to those live trainings, and you could pick and choose, cherry pick some things that are like, wow, if I implemented that in my business, in my area, I think that would really take off. Whether it's renters to buyers or whether it's, luxury listings, you could go learn their technique, copy, paste, do, and succeed. Number 4, 𝐭𝐫 Core. 𝐭𝐫 Core is a really intense tool. We're not going to go into any more depth on it here, but it is an incredible tool that will cost $300 a month on your own. That's included at eXp. You have your own front-end facing website with organic lead generation tools. You have a whole back-end CRM system, client management system, where you can see all your clients. You can use email drip campaigns. You can do voicemail drops. You can do text campaigns. It is a crazy full suite where people can just come to your website with squeeze pages, browse homes in your area. You can set up all sorts of different searches and market reports. It's really incredible to use in conjunction with organic marketing or with paid ads and have everything go to one spot where you can track all those clients, know which ones are starting to interact more, and then turn those leads into closings. So extremely powerful tool as long as you go out there and actually take advantage of it. And then number 5 is the client attraction training we provide through our team at eXp Realty. We call ourselves a Lion League. We're part of the Agent Wolf Pack, if you've heard that term. And one thing that we do that's very unique is we teach on a weekly basis, our team, for free, right? Because it's simply a sponsorship basis. We teach them for free how to go attract clients. We don't really love when I first joined, I was told, oh, you got to go cold call. I was like, I don't want to cold call. And so I learned very quickly how to attract clients. I learned from other agents and I built my business out. And so that's what we teach is how do you get clients, brand new clients you've never met before, ringing your phone off the hook to work with you, usually for free. And that's what we really love to teach and coach because we think that's the best long-term strategy for growth for your business as a real estate agent. And it's important to note that at eXp, new agents who've not closed a few transactions in the past year are going to be assigned a local mentor. This is awesome because yes, it's a cloud-based brokerage. That can be a little scary, despite having local events and national events that you can go to, and you can network with local eXPs in your area easily through Workplace. It still can be a little scary to be a cloud-based brokerage. You absolutely do need some local support as a brand new agent, and that's what an assigned mentor is for. So they're financially aligned with you as well. So the split is slightly different. Instead of an 80-20 split, it's a 60-40 split. And so they only succeed when you succeed, right? And so their role is to help you with basically the paperwork, the transaction process, the negotiations, and guide you through your first 3 closings as a real estate agent to supplement all the broker support you have instantaneously, all the additional staff members and training and state trainings and support you have. But they're meant to supplement, to be your local boots on the ground that you can kind of follow around, and they can coach you through your first 3 transactions. Because that's about what it takes before you really start to understand, okay, I know where I get all of my support. I understand how to negotiate, and I understand all the steps in a transaction, and I'm ready to go off there and do it on my own.
Absolutely. And that's so important for new agents to have that support locally, because in this next section, we're going to explain to you guys what is a sponsor. So a sponsor is the most important person, regardless if you're new or an experienced agent when you join eXp, because when you join eXp, because of our revenue share model, you have to name an existing eXp agent as your eXp sponsor. And this person is going to not only be responsible for helping you plug into all of eXp's tools, resources, systems, and trainings, but also be able to provide you with additional training, additional resources, tools, and system, all of that completely for free, like Charlie alluded to a little bit earlier when we were talking about lead generation, at no additional cost to you, no additional splits to you. You are not joining a production team. eXp pays your sponsor through the revenue share model, not you, which we'll begin to explain here a little bit later on. But because your sponsor is incentivized to help you succeed, it is extremely important that you vet who you join eXp with, and you join eXp with the correct sponsor, because as we can tell from our personal experiences, it makes a huge difference who you join eXp with, whether or not you see the success that you're actually looking for here at the company. Which brings us to our revenue share model. So the revenue share model, the easiest way for us to be able to explain this to you is that it is a way for real estate agents to be able to earn income like a broker without actually having to own an actual real estate brokerage, without any liability that a broker carries, without any of the supervision responsibilities of a broker, and without all the capital expenditures or even the geographic limitations. So it's like earning broker income on autopilot. And basically what this means is, as an agent at eXp, you have the opportunity to go out there and actually refer, introduce, or attract other agents to join eXp with you as their sponsor. And once they do that, whenever they close a transaction, eXp will actually pay you from their side of the split, hence the term revenue share. eXp is sharing revenue back to you from the company level before expenses are calculated, which makes you basically, in this case, the ability to actually earn income like a broker. So you can see here, as we compare what a traditional brokerage looks like to the eXp revenue share model. In the traditional brokerage model, a broker owner is usually the only person that has the ability to actually earn income from agents that refer to the company. On top of that, there are team leaders as well, which charge agents additional splits. With eXp, you become the broker owner, you become the team leader. And the cool part about this is you're not actually charging agents that join with you any additional splits, which really makes it a win-win both for you and for the agent. So this is an example breakdown of what it looks like for you to sponsor an agent to the company. So let's just say in this example, you sponsored an agent to join eXp. They joined and they named you as their sponsor. If they close a transaction that was a $10,000 gross commission income, what happens to that? How does the revenue share break down? So the agent has, we call it an 80-20 split. So the agent receives their full $8,000, so the full 80% of that total $10,000 in their commission. They are not losing any part of that. They keep their full $8,000. eXp receives $2,000 or 20% of that, of the total $10,000. And then what eXp does is eXp will split that side. So eXp will take their revenue and they will split it 50-50. So in this scenario, $1,000 that goes to eXp as operating expenses that they go on to actually provide training, resources, systems to the agents. And the other 50%, the other $1,000 goes into what eXp calls the revenue share pool, which then they take percentages out of that revenue share pool to share back to their sponsor. So in this scenario, if you personally sponsor an agent to the company, you will receive 17.5% of that total $1,000 of that revenue share pool that came from the total $10,000 gross commission income. And you will receive a $175 revenue share for simply sponsoring that agent to the company and then closing that transaction. So the cool part about our revenue share model is that all of the agents have the exact same opportunity to go out there and sponsor agents of their own. So if you sponsor an agent of the company and they want to go out there and do the same, they can absolutely go out there and do so regardless of their experience. And the cool part about that for you is when they go out there and sponsor an agent of their own, that agent will fall on what's called your second tier of compensation. And when that agent closes the transaction, both the agent that personally sponsored them and you, because you are indirectly responsible for bringing that agent to the company, will get paid whenever they close transactions. So you can see here, eXp has a 7-tier revenue share model with varying percentages paying out of the revenue share pool, depending on the agent that falls in each one of your tiers. And right here, you can see on the very right-hand side, this is the bare minimum amount that you can receive per agent per year if they ended up capping with the company. And so you remember in our very beginning of the video, we have a $16,000 cap. And the reason for our revenue share cap here is because when an agent caps with the company, they no longer pay a 20% split until their cap resets the following year. And then at that scenario, essentially, the agent paying a $250 transaction fee will not have enough revenue in the company to share back to the agents. So you have a revenue share cap per agent, which resets every year as well. And that is going to vary per tier. So again, if you guys want a more in-depth, detailed explanation of the revenue share model, make sure to check out our eXp Revenue Share 2.0 2024 video, where we explain all of this in great detail. Or you can also book a one-on-one call with us with the Zoom link down below and actually learn more about how the revenue share model works directly from me or Charlie. And we'll be more than happy to explain it to you and answer all of your questions.
Yeah, and that brings us a bit to teams at eXp Realty. So when we say teams, we can mean one of two things. Most people think of production teams, and then you just saw the sponsorship organization, if you will, that you can build at eXp, which is another form of a team. Even though they're not paying a commission split, it's free for them to be on your team and you guys benefit together, which I think is a fantastically perfect team partnership opportunity. You can also build a production team. And when you do that, you're also leveraging revenue share, right? And eXp essentially started eXp with the thought of teams in mind. So folks like myself who had no experience starting a team can, whenever I want, boom, one other agent wants to be on my team. Great. I can start a self-organized team today and start generating leads for my team and splitting commissions and growing in my market and taking a bigger market share, which is exactly what I did. And the cool thing about that is as you're building your local production team, you can set it up however you want in terms of commission splits and fees and how you're going to run things. And by bringing agents to eXp on your team, you're also getting that additional revenue share income on top of that. And the cool thing is, as a team leader at eXp, you can provide your agents with better splits potentially than other brokerages are at, a more attractive overall model because they can come and earn stock awards. They can come and get better training and tools. They can come and get access to our sponsorship team. They can come and grow their own organization and their own residual income streams at eXp. And because of that, eXp, that join your team will have a higher retention rate, especially those that have gone out there and sponsored a couple additional agents as well. Because it doesn't take a whole lot to become a net positive agent at eXp through revenue share. So that's really something that's incredible. And you can do a lot with teams, both revenue share and production at eXp.
Yeah, absolutely. And as a team leader, it is important to understand that you can run your production team on top of your revenue share organization. So if you have agents that, for whatever reason, outgrow your production team, they will remain with you in your revenue share organization, which allows you to retain that agent and continue earning income from their production without having to charge them an additional split, which is extremely important for team leaders and even broker owners who decide to partner with eXp. So speaking of different opportunities for agents at the company. So we do have a very unique model. And one of the other ways for agents to actually earn an income here at the company is through what we call our agent equity opportunity, which is a way for agents to actually earn stock awards or earn ownership stakes inside of eXp. So eXp is a publicly traded company. You can look at our stock ticker symbol EXPI on the NASDAQ stock exchange. And agents, for simply closing certain transactions every year, can actually earn ownership stake in the company in the form of stock, publicly traded stock, that is given to the agents for closing these transactions. So we're going to go through these one by one. First one here is, if you are an eXp agent and you close your first transaction, every year you close at least one transaction, you'll receive a $200 stock award for closing that first transaction of the year. Again, it's an annual stock award, and you get paid on it when you close that first transaction every year. And the second way to earn stock at eXp is for capping. If you hit your $16,000 cap, every year on the transaction that you actually hit your cap, you earn a $400 stock award. So essentially, as a capping agent every year, you would be receiving a $600 total stock award for simply capping here at the company, which is incredible because as that builds up over time, it can actually build up to a really nice little nest egg as an agent, which again, you can't really find anywhere else in the industry. The third stock award there on the top left-hand corner is a sponsorship stock award. So this is a bonus for you going out there participating in the revenue share model. When you sponsor an agent to join the company personally, and when they close their first transaction as an agent, you will receive a $400 stock award for every single time that you do that and you sponsor an agent who closes their first transaction. So for an example, you sponsor, let's just say 10 agents and they each close their first transaction. That's 10 times 400. And you would have received a total of $4,000 in eXp stock for sponsoring those 10 agents and each one of them closing at least one transaction as an eXp agent. So if you look at the bottom there, we do also have a commission program, which basically means that you can actually voluntarily enroll and choose to receive 5% of all of your commission in the form of the eXp stock, but it's given to you at a 5% discount. So for agents out there who are closing a lot of transactions, they can actually receive stock or ownership within eXp at a 5% discount. So you're getting a 5% boost in equity every single time that you're participating in this program. And again, just to reiterate, this is completely optional. It is not a requirement at all. You can choose to turn this on. You can choose to turn this off, and it's completely at the discretion of the agent. So the last way for agents to actually earn equity inside of the company is what we call our Agent Icon Award, which is essentially the most prestigious award for top producing agents in the entire industry. So agents who are top producers can actually receive their entire $16,000 cap back in the form of eXp stock if they become what's called an Icon agent. And there's really two different ways for an agent to become an Icon agent. Option number one is a two-step process. So step number one is you would have to become a capping agent first. So you have to actually have to hit your cap. It does not matter how many transactions it takes. It can take you 1 or it can take you 20, but you have to actually be a capping agent first. And once you are a capping agent, the second step is you have to close an additional 20 transactions after capping within that 12-month period window. So within a 1-year period, you have to cap and then you have to close an additional 20 transactions. And if you do that, you become an Icon agent and you receive a $16,000 stock award, essentially equivalent to your entire cap. Now, the second option to be able to actually become an Icon agent is if you close $500,000 in gross commission income. So there are a lot of agents out there who are in high price point markets. Maybe they specialize in luxury or commercial properties, and they're not closing as many transactions, but they're closing a lot of volume for the company, right? High dollar amounts of transactions, high commission amounts. So maybe you close 15 transactions, but they're super high volume. So you can also become an Icon agent if you bring the company $500,000 in gross commission income, which is just over about $17 million in total volume of real estate sold at about a 3% commission rate. So these are the two different ways for agents to become an Icon agent. And again, this is extremely important because as an Icon agent, you're receiving your entire cap back in the form of stock. We've seen 9 or even 10-time Icon agents here at the company throughout their careers here at eXp. It's also important if you are trying to build out your revenue share team as well, if you're a broker owner mentality, because the Icon Agent Award is extremely attractive for you to be able to use this award to attract top talent and also retain them as well. Now, the third type of agent that's benefiting from this are, of course, our newer agents who are receiving training from these top producing icon agents because they have a heavy incentive and hold big stock positions in the company. They're incentivized to train our agents and actually teach them all the skill sets that they're using to become icon agents themselves.
Thanks, 𝐿𝐵. One thing we get asked a lot is what kind of marketing tools are out there. And it's always interesting to me that a lot of people don't know about the eXp's Marketing Center. It's an incredible resource where you can basically get all your templated marketing materials that you need, whether it's online social media posts, whether it's flyers, whether it's printouts, whether it's individual websites for a property that you can use, that you can scan QR codes that go to, whether it's mailers, and that's postcards for, open houses or for recently sold. You can set all of that up simply by inputting your listing number right into the Marketing Center for listings, and it'll pull everything in. Hey, here's your social media package. Here's a website. Do you want to send postcards to the surrounding 100 homes? Yes, boom, right? So it's really incredible, an incredible resource for folks. A lot of them don't even know it exists. They're off there. Yeah, it's essentially Canva for e-marketing tools. You can still use other resources as well. And of course, I use Canva too. But this is a great spot that's already templated, already got everything you need in terms of design to upload your profile picture. And now you're good to go in terms of being able to create an unlimited amount of social media and print resources and online resources and marketing for your business.
Yeah, absolutely. You get a ton of resources when it comes to marketing, especially now with the new changes coming into play. We have buyer kits, we have listing kits, entire kits for you to be able to market yourself as an agent, both on the buyer side and on the listing side as well. So here's a little bit of a bonus to kind of explain to you guys what it means when you do choose the right sponsor. So we are out there sponsoring agents to the company, and we do provide a ton of resources for the agents that join our organization. And here are just some of the things that we provide to agents who decide to join with us in our organization and choose us or one of our agents as their sponsors when they join eXp. And again, we provide these tools, these resources, this coaching, and our training all completely for free at no additional cost and no additional splits to you. So we have training on revenue share and agent attraction. We have training teaching you guys exactly what it is to go out there and actually find agents, start conversations with them, create content, and attract agents without being salesy or without using recruiting tactics that are just not going to work and make you seem like a bad agent. We also have YouTube video marketing training and training on how to generate leads for free, basically creating content, creating that marketing and putting it out there and having people reach out directly to you instead of you going out there door knocking, cold calling, and the other way around. So we're a big believer in lead attraction, and we have a ton of training on that, whether it's YouTube video marketing, SEO, blog creation, Facebook groups, or just optimizing your Google My Business page and getting reviews and getting people to come calling you. We also have a ton of training on real estate investing. A lot of our agents in our organization are real estate investors that invest in rental properties. That's flipped houses. That's done wholesaling. That's done mobile home park deals. That's been a part of syndications. That's been a part of funds, right? So we have a ton of training on real estate investing, whether if you want to invest in real estate yourself or whether if you want to represent investors as a strategy for your agent business as well. We also have over 4 live calls on Zoom every week that you can plug into, network with agents, get updates directly from us, contact us directly, get training, and also have a little bit of accountability, because what we have seen is agents who actually hop on these calls, there's a direct correlation between those agents and the successful agents within our organization as well. And we also provide you with our systems, our templates, our scripts, and our resources that you can then use in your business, whether if it's spreadsheets, if it's scripts, marketing templates that you can use both for agent attraction on your revenue share side and also on the sales business. And you also have access to an entire active community of investor agents and team leaders who are actively participating, whether online or offline, at local events, at national events, and weekly plugged in on Zoom as well. So you have access to a community of essentially hundreds to thousands of agents who you can actually learn from, collaborate with, share referrals with, and just really even have a lot of fun with. And you never know who's going to be your friend when you come over and join with us and partner with our organization as well.
All right, so just to recap, 10 big takeaways about partnering with eXp Realty and with our sponsorship team at eXp. Number 1, there's unlimited instant support, regardless of your production level, from brokers, from trainers, and from the entire eXp support staff, mentors, and sponsors. Number 2, there's training from the world's top producers. They take the top producers in the company, they put them in front of you for live and recorded training every single week. Number 3, most agents make more from day one versus franchise models. And that's before we even talk about the revenue share and the stock awards to the tune of, over 200 million a year in additional bonuses paid to eXp agents. Number 4, lead generation programs and tools that are incredible, just entire tool suites as well as entire programs, referral opportunities. It really is a big space to play in terms of generating more leads for your business. Number 5, you can become net positive at eXp Realty without a whole lot of effort like we have and build multiple revenue streams within a single brokerage, which is pretty incredible, right? You can build your own team. You can get more referrals, outbound referrals, inbound referrals. You can build revenue share. You can build stock awards. You can learn how to real estate invest with us and with your license. So we can help with all of those pieces and help you build a dream business at eXp. Number 6, the company works for you. The employees at eXp work for you because you own the company. It's not a franchise. On your first transaction, you earn a stock award, like Kobe said. From then on, you're an owner in this company, which is absolutely incredible. And it feels that way as you interact with the different support personnel in eXp. Number 7, there's epic local regional events now, as well as national. eXpCon is absolutely incredible in terms of the training you're going to get and the networking you're going to get at those events. And they're incredibly memorable. Number 8, it's the biggest independent brokerage, as well as number 1 in transaction size. Go look it up on Real Trends. And one thing I didn't include is that it's Glassdoor's best places to work 6 years running. So from a data perspective, from an accolades perspective, eXp Realty is rocking it, and we're going to continue to do so. Number 9, there's an incredible amount of sponsor support, training tools, and resources with our team as part of the Lion League team and the Wolfpack at eXp. So definitely schedule a call to check that out with us. And number 10, there's lots more growth ahead in not just the residential realty side, which there's still tons left there, but internationally, on the commercial side, on the referral side, on the luxury division, there's now land and farm, and we're growing like crazy. So with that, what we want to do now is simply invite you to book a one-on-one private call with us where we can do a much more in-depth Be Explained. We can answer any and all questions you might have, as well as we can go into some of the additional resources and support that our sponsorship team provides to you for free at eXp. So just head on down to the link below, schedule a call with us, and we look forward to hearing from you.